Hello everyone, how are you guys doing today? Welcome to another Friday, welcome to another option stream. As we give a few minutes for people to join in, um, I'll be taking a look here at these charts. Ethereum is rallying back up again. These few days it dropped below 1600, now it is above 1600 again, which as we know, every Friday we have a little bit of volatility during this time frame that we are right now. So let me actually open here a poll. I'll add this right here to the chat. Let's see if you guys can see it. Hello, Erman. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. Let me know if you guys see the let me actually see. Oh yes, you can see it here. Should I sell a call or a put? So when you join the live stream, you should be able to see this in the chat group, in the chat. So feel free to vote. It's at least I think it's anonymous, so no one will know which one do you choose. So you don't need to be scared of selling a call or of telling if you want to sell a call or a put. So feel free to drop in your thoughts right here. Also, drop some likes so we can get this live going. We already have a 50-50. I didn't vote. I'm not going to vote on this. We already have a 50-50 tie for selling either calls or puts, which is very funny. Let me actually see if I can actually select something here. Cannot. Right. So as people join in and start to vote, start to let us know which one would they rather choose, if they want to sell a call or a put. Let's take a look right here at our charts right here. Desktop and cam, wrong. There we go. So while we were discussing what to do this week, you can see that Ethereum rose up quite a bit. When I started the live stream, it was around 1500, 1580 something, and it went up around 2% already as we are talking. And you can see still climbing. So 1616. So it will try to maybe go back to these previous low highs right here. Let's see how it goes. Let's actually take a look right here. 1 second. Sorry, that my phone just went off. Anyways, looking right here at the charts, Funny Toro, welcome, welcome. Weirdly enough, I cannot see your message on the message screen, only on YouTube. But welcome, good to have you here. Let's actually go back to this camera right here. Let's see a little bit. What do we have on Lira for this week? So we already have 4 votes, and sell call is winning. And if we look at Lira right here, we go to February 3rd, 5 a.m. This is what we have. Let me close these tabs right here. We've got from 1500 all the way to 1800. And this week we've got some half strikes as well. What do I mean by half strikes? Between the 1500 and 1600, we have 1550, 1650, 1750, which usually we don't see much of those here on Lira. So that's a good thing for us. It's really good that we are able to sell a little bit closer than we would like to. Like with the 50s, it's good in case we don't think it's going to go all the way to 1800, so we can take a little bit of risk and sell 1750, for example. And let's take a look at these premiums. For last week, we can go right here, portfolio. Why is it not showing? Maybe I have to log in again. Oh, history right here. Our positions have been profitable so far, so good for us. Unfortunately, the premiums have been extremely low, at least for my likings. For example, this last one we got $27.37. I remember back in the good days, for example, all the way back to November or October, where we would see $50+. But we were taking a lot more risks because the market was very, very slow these days. So we're getting almost half of that in premiums right now, but that's good because we are still winning. A couple of these I had to close. Oh no, this is actually a long that I closed for a little bit of profit. So a lot of these so far have been going good for me, positive. We haven't lost yet, so that is something good for us. Unfortunately, for the option selling pool, we were not able to do the strategy from the hedge, which is the management protocol that I use for this pool right here. So I wasn't able to sell anything. It would have been another green week, another good week for our users. But Lira updated their contracts, and the hedge did not update their contracts to interact with these new contracts from Lira. So we are kind of stuck here with this, but this week we're going to be able to do this. I hope so. They said they fixed it, so let's see where this goes right here. So for our portfolio, let's go to sell, and we're going to go to take a look right here. Let's start with the 1750 actually. James Smith says, hello, hey, how are you doing, man? Glad to have you here. Also, if you have joined just now, we have a poll right here going to decide or at least to see what is the what everyone thinks we should do this week. If we should sell a call, meaning that we don't think Ethereum will go up in price, or if we sell a put, meaning that we don't think Ethereum will go down in price. Again, I have to remember you that I think February 14th we will have a CPI announcement. Is it? Let me actually open right here. Let me see these dates right here. Okay, so February 1st we will have an FOMC meeting with usually Papa Powell goes there, gives a little press conference, and then the 14th, February 14th, we'll have the next CPI. So these are important dates for us. These are important dates because Ethereum reacts to the stock market. Ethereum reacts quite a lot with the stock market. So Andre says hi Everton. Hey, hello, welcome to the live stream. Have you seen that Lira is now also on Arbitrum with expiration date on Sunday? Yes, it is. You can see right here. If you click, you can switch to Arbitrum. I am still gonna keep my money so far with this because on Arbitrum they're testing out the Newport version. I think it is Newport. And this Newport version makes I even showed a little bit a tweet last week, but now they can neutralized, so they can neutralize their position with perpetuals. So you can use these. You can do delta neutral strategies on GMX, on Gains. I think I don't know if Gains is on Arbitrum right now, but on GMX, on any other perpetual that is available for and is able to interact with Lira. So this is good for them as an AMM because otherwise they will have very low liquidity, which they do. If you click right here on vaults, you can see they have very low liquidity. But for me right now, it is still not something useful. Okay, so and I don't want to be moving my funds from Optimism to Arbitrum as of yet. I will be moving my funds to Arbitrum when SyncQuote, which is the protocol that I work for, when we launch our margin mode. Because right now I only use Lira for this wallet right here, for this portfolio, because Lira has a margin mode. Lira has leverage. I can leverage. It is leverage, but the way you do it, you under collateralize your position. So we already have a testnet going and it's working fantastic for SyncQuote with this function that allows you to under collateralize your positions, and is doing fantastic. It is working great here for SyncQuote. And once we launch this, we will be launching this feature on Arbitrum. So when I move from Lira, I'm gonna go to SyncQuote on Arbitrum. So I'm just waiting for our dev teams to have everything ready to launch on Arbitrum. And once we do that, most likely you won't be seeing Lira, or at least the majority of these options, you will see me trading on Arbitrum on SyncQuote instead of on Arbitrum on Lira. So Cryptophones, hey, welcome. Glad you're here with us. So we have 6 votes already. 6 votes already, and we have 67% of the people, of the viewers, saying that we should sell a call, meaning that we think that Ethereum is going to stay right here at this price or is going to go down. And then we have 33% of chatters saying that we should sell a put, meaning that Ethereum is going to stay at this price or is going to go up in price. So let's start by selling calls. Let's see what premiums we have for this week. So if we go to sell call, we have the 1800s. The 1800s are not really that good. Very low premium, $5 only, but that's because the delta is very, very low. But all of these are very low in IV. Remember last week we had someone can remind me, maybe we had over 65% IV. We sold one that had 69% implied volatility, so this was good for us. And here we see they dried up a bit. So Andre says, will there be more strike prices on SyncQuote? We already have way more strike prices than Lira, because if we look right here, we have a ton more to choose from than if you go for Lira. We have all the way to 600, all the way to 2,000. So we already beat Lira right here when talking about strikes. Since we don't have our own liquidity, the liquidity comes from market makers instead of vaults, instead of people providing liquidity, LP providers. We were able to give strikes that Lira doesn't, just because it is up to the market maker itself to choose what strike does he want to take the risk on. Okay, so going back right here, let's take a look actually to the 1700 and the 1750 to see which one should be better for us. So if I take a look at the 1750 lower premium, of course, delta as 14, which is what we like. We like between delta 10 and delta 25. Over that, it starts to get riskier. And this strategy is not for, I don't use this strategy to take risks. I don't use this strategy to do something that can lower my capital. I'd rather earn less, but always be winning, always be on the winning side of the position instead of trying to go for a big percentage. Like last week, we could have gotten 3% if we had gone a little more closer to the actual price that Ethereum was at the time. But we decided to go for, what was it, 1.25, 1.49? I think it was something like that, 1.4, 1.8. So this right here is giving us 6.84. Oh, Ethereum just fell again. This is why, because it was 8 something a couple of minutes before. Yeah, Ethereum is going down again. Cryptophonus has sent a few messages. He says, last week my statistical forecast was that Ethereum would be today between 1410 and 1614. So you actually got the top, you actually got closer to the top price, the top range actually. So 4 weeks in a row with accurate forecast. Lucky. As again, I was already talking to Cryptophonus before. I don't think that's luck. He's just really good at analyzing these things. So do we have a prediction? Do we have a forecast for this week, or you haven't done that already, Cryptophonist? Same delta on put side. How much premium would you collect? So same delta on put side. Let's see. We have a 15 delta. If we go to the put side, we have a 15 delta right here. So we are looking at a 721. This is entering Funny Toro. 721 on one side and a 746 on the other side. We have this little bit of a difference because why? Because Vega here, we have more implied volatility on this side, so this should be higher. But over here we have, oh, we have a higher Vega. This is why. Yeah, we only have a higher premium on this side, 789, because Vega is higher. So we have a higher Vega right here. Oh, and Delta just went up a little bit as well. So maybe Ethereum was falling down a little bit more. Refresh 1609. Yeah, so just a couple of cents difference. 789 to 681. Yeah, now it's a little bit more, a little bit bigger, the gap between the put and the call, which would be a 1500 and a 1750 if we were to compare. But the 1500 is a little bit closer because we are $116 to break even, and on the other side we are $147 to break even. So this right here would still be the safest choice for me. Let's run some numbers as we do right here. Let's run some numbers to see the premium that we will get. So let me open OBS just okay, so we go 1550, so we're gonna go $50 up in collateral just because we are already at $1,600 in collateral that we have. Actually, let me show you right here. We are $1,591, so almost $1,600 in collateral that we can use. Also, I always like to leave some money there so I can buy back if I need to spend a little more money, or if there's anything that happens that I need to close for a loss, I have some money there. So contracts, what should we do? 2.6 maybe. That's 1882. We can go a little bit higher, 2.7. We can go to 2.9 maybe. Yeah, we can go to 2.9. Actually, let's try 3. 3, it's 45 bucks from this price. Actually, that's a little too close for me. Let's actually go 2.8. Yeah, I think that's better for me. So the liquidation price would be if Ethereum goes to 1835 and I get liquidated. 2.8 contracts, so I'm a little bit leveraged here, and I'll collect very little, a little over 1%. So 1887, we divided this by 1550. We have 1.21% for this week if we go with this 1750. Okay, 1.21. Let me write it so we can choose it later on. We go right here. We have 1887 premium. Okay, now let's run the numbers with the 1700. 1700. Oh, actually, before we move on, I think let me just share right here this link, which is to CryptoPhonus Twitter. You can check him out. He's a really good guy. So give him a follow if you also want to see more about options, about everything he does. Really smart guy. So check him out. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I think now it shows. So going back right here, we have an Ethereum 1750 with 1887. Let's run the 1700s. We go to 1550 collateral. We go, this one should be a little bit higher, so 2.7 maybe. Wow. So this one will get almost 3 times the liquidation, still at 1822, so close to what it was before, so less leverage, but we get way more premium. So 44 and 5 cents. So 44 and 5 cents. 44 and 5 cents. We'll divide this by 1550. We will get 2.84%. 2.8% in a week. This is the 1700. So let's write it down here in our chat. We go here. 44.05 premium. Okay, now let's run the puts. Let's see the puts, how they look for us. We're not going to go for the 1550 because just too risky. It's 28 delta. For the call, what was this delta? 26 delta. That's, yeah, this is too close maybe, but let's keep it here. For the put, we're gonna go for the 15, the delta 15. So let's see right here. We can go 1550. Here we can get a lot. We can go to 3. Wow, we can go way higher. We can go to 4. Yeah. 3.7 maybe. Yeah, 1412. So that's a lot. It would need to go down to 1412 for me to get liquidated. But since I have more collateral and the strike is lower than the actual price, I can go with more contracts, so I can leverage more. So here I get actually more leverage and 27 in premium. So 27, 44. We'll divide this by 1550. I would get 1.77 1.77% for the 1500. Let's go here. Let's copy this, put it on our chat. and we collected 27.44 premium. Okay, so these are our choices for the week. Okay, we have 1750 giving us $1887 in premium, so 1.2. We have the 1700 giving us $44 in premium, so what it was, 2.8. And we have the Ethereum, the 1500 strike, 1500 put giving us 2744 in premium, which is a 1.7% for the week. All of these sound amazing. Both the 1500 and the 1750 are very safe. It all depends on how much volatility we're gonna get from the FOMC. Which, okay, RM123 says there's FOMC next week, expect volatility. Yeah, this is why I think we dried up in IV right now. But we will see a little bit of a spike, but I don't think it will be significant. Just because I personally think I am personally bearish. I think we'll be going down, just because I think Papa Powell will be saying some things. We still need to keep it in control. We're gonna do what needs to be done. We're gonna have to keep the market tight. These sort of things that he always says. So I think the market will go up when he starts talking, and by the end of his speech, it will go down, as he usually does, which was what happened last time. So this is my prediction to what is going to happen with the markets. So that being said, I do think we should sell calls as well, like the majority is saying. Let's see what we have here. We have Funny Toro saying, just followed you on Twitter and in your YouTube channel. Yes, he also has a new YouTube channel. He already posted, I think, 2 videos already, maybe more. So follow him out. Crypto Folding says, thank you so much. It means a lot. At the moment, feels like tweets and YouTube videos that I'm putting are basically for my eyes only, since I have almost no one following me. Well, you know, it takes time, and these channels where people are not promoting fast growth, they're not promoting how to make money fast, or look at this degen farm that I'm going, that is paying you 100,000,000% per year APY. So channels that are not promoting these sort of things, they are slower. They are slower to grow. When I was doing this, this is why my channel is stagnating right now. I don't get tired of saying this. My channel, I love doing this, even though we only have like 13 viewers right now, or 8 viewers, whatever it is. I like doing this because it is truthful, okay? I'm not accusing any other creators. That's on them, on what do they promote or everything like this. It's on them. They can do whatever they decide to do with the content they create. But I don't want to promote anything that will give the possibility of someone to lose their money in a stupid way, like a degenerate way. So this is why my channel is kind of stagnated. But for you, I think if you just keep going, keep posting your videos, you'll make it. Great content. I like it. I already said it. I like it that you use the robot voice for everything. Once you get done with editing these sort of things, it's just gonna keep getting better. And the more content you put out there, the better it is for you to monetize it later on. So Cryptophonist, he also says, I am aiming at the 1800 with a call price or premium above $10. I think he means. So we don't have premium above $10. We have $5, but yesterday we actually had above $10. Cryptophonist even shared it with me, because yesterday there was a lot of volatility. So the 1800 strike had over, I think it was $11 in premium at one point that he showed me. So I don't think we will see the $10 premium again. So this is why I would personally choose the 1750, maybe just because the 1800 is just too far away for me, to be honest. So I think we have a decision because already 7 people voted and the majority, 71%, says we should sell a call. So let's run the numbers again for the 1750. The delta is 15. Delta's 15. Let's run these numbers again, and then we'll add it to our trading view so we can keep up with it. So what was it? 2.6 maybe? 2.7. So the 1750 was giving us 1887 premium. So we actually got up. Because now it is giving us 1949. So let's calculate the premium for this one right now. 1949 divided by 1550. So 1.25. Oh, not even that much. Not even that much. So is this one it? Should we look at another one, or is this one it? Let's see actually how much leverage we're going with right now. What is the risk that we are taking? So how do you calculate leverage? Well, how much collateral would you need for you to do this with no leverage? This is simple. You get the strike price, so you get the 1750, and you multiply it by 2.6. So we would need 4,550 to have zero leverage, just using this with no leverage. Just have this as collateral. You can just deposit this and you wouldn't be leveraging anything, but you will be collecting 14.49 for depositing $4.5 grand. So that's very, very little. You can see how low the APY gets actually. If we go 1949, we divided that by, what was it, 4, like 0.42%. So that's very, very little. So now if we go to 445.50 and we'll divide this by 1550, which is how much we have, we are 3x leveraged. We are 3x leveraged right now. So it is a little bit risky if you don't know what you're doing. I tend to stay away from high leveraging when I do the options here, the options pool. But for my personal money, like the money that I have, I'm okay with taking a little bit more risks for higher return, just because I want to grow this portfolio faster. Okay. Cryptophonist says, I have a bot that alerts me with Ethereum call or put premium when Ethereum calls or put premiums are high. I define the threshold. If you guys would like to be notified, just DM me on Twitter. I would try to find a way to push the alerts. That is really good. This is really, really good. Are you able to implement this into a Discord or Telegram bot maybe? Because if you're able to do so, you can create a Discord server or a Telegram server, and we can just join and keep receiving these alerts, or add the bot to our Discord or add the bot to our Telegram and have it just send us this message right here. So you can see why you should follow Cryptophonist. He's a really, really smart guy. Great at what he does. Great at at doing these analysis here with all the data from Ethereum. So Andrea Silveira says, how much do you put aside to buy it later in case it goes against you? So the way it works for me is I just don't want to get liquidated. Okay. I just don't want to get liquidated. So what I do is I go here on TradingView and I put some alerts. So if we sell the 1750, I'm just going to mark the 1750 here at my chart. and I'm gonna put some alerts before the 1750. So if Ethereum starts to rally up towards the 1750, towards my strike, what I would do is I would keep an eye to see what are the Greeks, because if Vega and Theta, they start to, actually not Theta for us because we're sellers, but if Vega and Delta starts to go up exponentially, then the premium is gonna inflate. It's gonna grow up in price. It's not gonna be linear. It's gonna go exponentially higher in premium. So I'm gonna be taking a loss. So it all depends on how much I wanna. What is my risk management for my loss? So usually I don't want to lose more than $50 for a trade, just because as I said before, if I'm winning around $20 per week, before it was $50 per week. Okay, so right now, because of low implied volatility, it is around 20 to 30. Sometimes we got to 40 when we got a little bit riskier. Dollars per week that we make. I don't want to lose more than that, meaning that it will take me, if I lose 50, for example, for this one, let's say it is 50. If I lose $50 right now with this trade, it goes against me. And before I get liquidated, I just see, hey, $50 negative. I just close it. Okay, I just take the loss. Maybe if I close it on a Monday and I still have like 5 days to go, I sell another one just to way out of the money, just to get some, to recover some loss. But it will mean that I will need 2 weeks in a row positive for me to go back to how much I have before. So if I have $1,600 right now, so if I lose $50, I'll go back to $1,550. So I would have to do 2 weeks in a row making $25 to go back to $600. So I would have lost 3 weeks out of the whole year that I could be making money. So this is why I say I'd much rather for it to grow slowly than for it to grow fast and have a huge drawdown. A drawdown means how much you can lose each week. So I don't want to lose that much. But this is a number that you get to make. You get to make that call. If you're okay with losing more because you want to risk it more, or if you're okay with holding a position in a red for a long time because you believe that it is going to turn in your favor again, then you should do that. But from trading experience, I don't like to hold positions that are in the red for long, just because it is better for a good trader is the one that loses less and wins more, just loses little and wins little. So if I can keep making these 1%, maybe 2%, sometimes some weeks, and not lose anything instead of making 3. Back in October, if you guys remember, there was a week that I made 4.3%. I made a Twitter thread about this. I made 4.3%. These were different times when we see more IV with crypto. So when crypto goes back to being popular, when it goes back to the bull race or the next DeFi summer, then we will see high IV again. We will see high movement again, and we'll also see higher premiums. So juicier premiums. So this is up to you. In this case, I have $1,600 and I used $1,550 in collateral. So I have $50 here as a cushion, so to say. I think this is the best way that I can find to explain that to you. I hope this was able to clear up your mind. Funny Toro says Telegram will be a good way. Cryptofulness says I can work on link to a platform. Let me just find some time to do it and I'll DM you guys. So we'll be hearing from Cryptofulness again. He also says, as you know, I bought back my position during the week to enter a new very lucrative 1800 because I was alerted by the bot that the premium was very high. We chat about it during the week. In cases like this, could you do a shorter live during the week? What would you think? Well, of course, if I have the opportunity to close a position in profit, to open another one, to also be in profit, just like you did, then of course I'll be able to live stream. The more I live stream, the better it is. So The more live streams I do, the better it is for you guys, the better it is for me, because I do love doing these. As you know, I'm not posting more, I'm not posting much here on this YouTube channel anymore. Just focusing on creating content for other media sources. So it will be good for me, good for you guys. So if the bot here works as intended, if the bot here is good, then which I believe it will be, CryptoPhone has been doing an amazing job, then we can do multiple live streams during the week if that's something that you guys like. So no worries on that, on that end. Anyways, it's 5:40 now for me, 5 p.m., 5:40. So let's just get done with this. Let's just refresh the page and sell this call. We're gonna sell the 1750. Sell 1750. The premium got lower again, so let's see how much we're gonna make right now. So it got back to the 1852 that we had before. So that was at 1.2. I'm not even gonna calculate that. And 15 delta. So let's sell this call. Confirm. And open my MetaMask right here. And let's also see if today we can sell this option on the pool itself. So transaction spending, let's see, transaction was successful. Okay, so the bid and the ask today is not as bad as it was last time. So you can see last time we had like very huge losses just because the spread was huge. So we already opened our position, which is the 1750. So everyone remembers. Now let's look here. Let me connect my wallet, Optimism MetaMask. Let me go to manage. Let's see if we can do the same with less leverage. So we're going to get a little bit less. So let's see. Okay. Go to trade. We go to sell. 1750. And here we have a little bit more in cash for us. We have 1850, so we have a little bit more than what I do in my personal wallet. But so we're gonna get a little bit more in premium, or maybe actually the same thing in premium, because I don't want to risk getting liquidated. I don't want to use too much leverage for this pool right here. So let's go to 2.3, maybe 2.4, 2.5, 1984, 1957. We can actually go to 3, 1886. Never mind, we 2.8. Okay, so the liquidation price is at 1933. This is the price that Ethereum needs to reach for us to get liquidated, and we actually gonna get 1979, so over 1%, which is, this is not what I wanted to click. Calculator. Over 1%, which is really good for this pool. The pool I always try to get around 0.75 per week. So if we go 1979, divide this by 1800, we get 1.1%, which is good. So let's see if today we can do this here. If we can execute the transaction. Still not able to do it. So I'll have to reach out to the people at D-Hedge again. To see how we can fix this situation. So that sucks for the people who have money here into this pool. If it still keeps doing this, then what is the point of having a pool where you're not going to be able to be profitable, because the pool is not going to generating any money? So I'll just reach out to the people who deposited this, saying that the hedge is not approving their contracts with Lira for some reason. So let's actually take a screenshot. Let me copy this. Okay, so let's go back here to the so we can chat before we end the stream. So if you guys have any more questions, just let me know. Otherwise, we can end the stream for the day. So let me end the poll here actually, because we already did our so we got 8 votes. It was a 75 to 25%. The sell call won. Let's see during the week how it goes. Of course, we have to stay tuned to the FOMC data that is going to come out. I'm not too worried about what Jerome Powell is going to say, just because he mumbles a lot and people tend to get too much excited on what he says, so the market moves up and down during his speech. We'll have to see what happens after that. So stay tuned on. If you have opened any position, keep an eye on those. Just make sure you don't get wrecked if there's too much volatility going on. So I think this was it. RM says, Obrigado, Everton. Great stream. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for taking some time of your day to tune up with us, guys, here on YouTube. Cryptophone says, thank you, Everton. Guys, have a wonderful weekend, and thank you so much for the support. Of course, again, make sure to check out Cryptophones. Andre, thank you. Thank you for joining. You as well. Glad to see you here. Thank you for everyone who liked and everyone who voted here for the poll. I'll catch you guys next Friday. If we have any news, if we have any movement, I hope Cryptophone is going to let me know on Discord. We chat every day, so he'll probably let me know. And we can do out of the blue live stream. I'll let you guys know on my socials, on the Sleep Money Club. If you follow me there. If you have any questions, just reach out on Telegram. Just reach out on Discord. Not on Telegram, on Twitter, actually. That's what I meant to say. So Mort, thank you for joining. Glad to have you here. Glad you were able to join the stream. So I'll catch you guys maybe next Friday, maybe earlier. So I'll see you then. Peace out.